Hey guys, Cell here. Welcome to Trails of Cold Steel 3. Yeah, I caved. I couldn't wait 2, possibly 3 years for a possibility of it coming out on Steam. I need more Trails of Cold Steel in my life. I do. And this is the first time I'm recording anything on the PlayStation 4, so if things go completely wrong, that's why. I mean, it seems to be working fine so far. You never know, though. Could go completely wrong. Oh yeah, Reen is back, baby. Of course, characters I do not know because they are new to the game. I can't wait. Ooh, who is she? It hurts. I'm trying to remember her name so badly right now. It's been a while. Her name wasn't said half as much. Oh yeah, there's everyone I used to know. Probably not gonna be able to remember all of their names. Hey, there's our classmates. Fee! I love you! Now, that was probably copyright, so I'm probably have to remove that. I have no clue. Possibly, definitely copyright. Oh man, what was her name? She was basically a sister-esque type for Millium. Yeah, no. Wait, there's a backstory? Read about events and characters from past games. Trails of Cold Steel summary. Summary 2, character profiles. Let's go with key figures. Carl, Lecter, Rufus, Gileath, no. Okay, so suspicious. Altina! I thought her name started with an A, damn it. Altina! It's nice to see you again. Oh, wait, enough messing around. I'm too giddy about this. Let's go. And again, unlike the first 2 games, I have absolutely no clue what the best quartz is. No clue at all. Other times I found out by accident while just trying to figure out like how the best would be to, you know, grind levels. So people ended up talking about those quartz. I have no clue unless they're exactly the same. So Tortos, maybe? I don't know. So yeah. Very easy, balanced for quick, easy battles, ideal for those who want to enjoy the story. Battles are tuned for enjoyable casual play for those new to playing RPGs. Built around combat that is a satisfying challenge aimed at people who used to playing RPGs. Now here's where things get difficult. Quite literally. Battles will take everything you have for skilled players who find normal too easy. Oh yeah, because normal is so easy, even to me. Totally. The smallest mistake will lead to death for those who want a true challenge. Oh my god. The smallest mistake. I'm prone to making mistakes. You know, I want to enjoy the story, so let's go very easy. No. I'm a normal casual. Sorry to say it. I still, after playing both games, have no clue what the hell I'm doing. To some extent, I have no clue. And I just also realized that this is a PlayStation 4 game. There is no speeding up of the battles, I believe. To make things go by a little bit faster in terms of grinding and running around extremely fast, so we are going to be taking this extremely slow. Just like in any other normal RPG that doesn't have speed boosting cheats that were purposefully added to the game. Normal, let's go. 7 minutes and I don't shut up. Apparently. Come on, Veen Schwarzer. S1206, June. Erebonian Empire, Western Lamare, 112 Selge. Too fast. Don't recognize this place. It's because it's on the sea, that's why. Formidable Alliance Base, Juno Naval Fortress. Oh, there's a definitive war going on here.
Save me! I surrender. Just please.
How foolish.
Left wing, Block B intercepted. Now moving to our next area of attack.
Dead soldiers of a dead land, you have proven your pride.
The last guy lost his pride. He gave up and begged for his life.
It is up to us to pen their contents. Numerous foes approach. Though they aren't who we foresaw, their skills are still worthy of note. Now, we shall see if they are worthy of our final experiment as well.
They're gonna have me go through a little bit of something in the future?
Yes, my lord.
Oh wait, is this the Valkyrie woman?
In the name of the Stahlritter, we shall vanquish these foes.
Yep, Stahlritter. That's what they were called.
They'll learn what it means to fight us, and to come face to face with the strongest in Ouroboros.
Hey, it's a girl I didn't necessarily like. Who wouldn't really shut up? Yeah, this is what happens in the future again.
Look at that!
It's a white ion.
That's the successor of the Type Alpha that wiped out Guerrilla Fortress.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like it's functional at the moment.
I say we break it down piece by piece. We can waste it before our precious little Ashen Chevalier even has to lift a finger.
What about...
Valimar, the Ashen Knight.
Have you forgotten our role as the second team? So what? If he's got everyone's attention already, we might as well. We've got an ace up our sleeve. Now's our chance to finally get a leg up on that Glory Hound.
Don't get in over your head.
He probably put a lot of thought into this, you know. But it is true, he's always rushing off on his own to save the day. Damn it! Now that I'm thinking about it, it really pisses me off!
I do agree to some extent.
I think he's doing a pretty good job, all things considered.
That's just what a real man is like. He tries to be strict, but melts into being oh so sweet. He'll spend hours caring for you before sparing a second for himself. Someone as dashing yet kind as him would make any girl's heart flutter.
Yeah,
What?
he did.
Speak for yourself!
A player as clueless as him is the worst kind.
Yes. Very well put.
Harsh words, but he does bring it on himself.
That he does.
Again?
They sure like to be flashy.
The intervals are getting shorter.
The battle must be reaching its climax.
Time is of the essence.
Okay. Class 7, let's move out!
Oh yeah, the new Class 7. Ooh, I'm controlling the pink-haired, dual baton, I think, girl. Okay, now this is, again, I'm probably gonna forget all of this. Wait, high speed. What? So the right part of it does open notebook. Left part of it is high speed. There's actually speed in this? Well, it's not what I'm hoping it is. Alright, so that's dash. Assault attack is R2. Save up menu. Open camp. Cancel. Confirm. Field attack. Wait. What's an assault attack and a... What's the difference between an assault and a field attack? Don't know. Or remember. Quick travel menu. Reset camera. Move character. Hold circle to walk. Why would I want to walk? Display arts. Minimap. Display items. Message log. Switch leader. I already forgot. Press the options to save the menu. Save progress. Wait, can I actually save anywhere? Is this like a normal RPG where I don't have to actually go to a safe place? Press triangle to open the camp menu, then select system and change different settings besides those listed above. I can save anywhere. At least I believe I can. This. Alright, well, here's the map. It's inverted. But maybe it's not, and I'm not used to my PlayStation 4 controller. Is walking. Running.
Let's start the battle!
Okay, yeah, there is speed in this. It definitely is what I thought it was. Okay then. Calm yourself. I cannot move, but I can change. Crafts. Which one of these hits multiple enemies? Twilight Blades. See, I can move it like that. Do that.
There! My turn.
Except, I don't like the whole locking my character in. I really don't, man. That just makes it literally kind of depressing. Reaper's Whirlwind.
Hey, you! Rest in peace! It's down! Get him, Egret!
Yes!
Ja!
Here I go!
Turn-based action RPG. That's basically what it is. Gemini Beast.
Can't escape!
Blast.
Fire! Our chance!
Assist.
It's mine!
Yeah! We did it!
Indeed. Good work.
Good work indeed. Okay, so this happens at level 35. Beast Flesh, U material. I don't know how I feel about that combat. I really, really don't. Okay, so well, that's an assault one.
Yeah!
That's a normal one. This, yeah, no, this is gonna take a while to get used to.
Yeah!
Let's get him!
Oh, I can't see. That's crap. I have brilliant shots. That's literally it. Oh, I can hit all of them. Okay.
Fire! Our chance!
Assist.
It's mine!
Need to keep our
It's
stuff
my
up.
turn.
Okay, QT bullet. Shoots through the heart with an charm-filled bullet. Recovery, magical.
Azure wings, shoot!
I got this.
Can't do Reaper's Whirlwind again because we ain't got no CP because we have to beat him up to get that CP. Crafts, arts, EP can be used now. Aerial Dust.
Arcus, activate! An opening!
When an attack misses, the target will counterattack if the attacker is in range.
Very well.
I mean, it's nice that I know how to use the speeding up stuff now.
There!
Well, Tina,
I got
oh
this.
crap. Do you now? I still don't like the whole you can't run around on your own.
It's my turn.
It's really, really odd. Attack normally.
Yeah! Here I go!
She can't reach. Cross break. Can't reach it either. Needle shot.
Let's go!
Can you attack? Yeah, you can. You're gone.
My turn.
Attack normally again.
It's down!
And assist.
Keep it up!
Thank you.
You're amazing, Ash.
You just realized that now?
Oh boy. He's that type of character, huh? Oh hey, at least we got 2 reviving bombs that don't really matter because we're in a future setting. Speaking of which, save the game. I did not mean to save on a new save data. Oh well. Enemy right here. Box over there.
Yeah! Yeah!
Now this might be a... That's what you get for looking away. Assassin increase with every attempt to do so.
Exiting the battlefield.
30% chance to escape when we actually got it. Wow. Okay, well this is the character menu. System. Options. Normal. It's not inverted. Difficulties there. Control vibrations, display settings. Background music, lower that. Voice, go up. Camera sensitivity. Text language is in English. Voiceover language is in English, but it could be Japanese. HUD visibility, always on. Anyone have healing abilities? Items. Oh, really? I can't use any items? I'm not entirely sure if the audio is in sync or not. That's what my major problem is. It might be. I don't know, but let's just rest up. Aww. They even changed what it sounds like there. Dang it. Why? I believe we're gonna be fighting something here. Let's not save on another slot, shall we? Yes, overright. The fact that you can't move around in battle is really jarring. I'm gonna need to really get used to that. It's so sad. It's how I usually do my tactics.
They're huge.
Cutting-edge machines employed by the Stahlritter.
One thing after another. What kind of circus is this?
An extravagant one with a high price for admission.
Class 7, our goal is to eliminate these targets.
Fire up those combat links. We got work to do.
Yeah! Be on guard.
How long
it's
did it take
strong.
How long did it take them to actually be able to do that combat links, though? Brave orders. Formation that greatly increases break damage dealt. Mobile formation that drastically reduces recovery time. Raises a barrier to protect and rejuvenate the party. Focuses on arts boosting power and EP efficiency. Formation that ruthlessly targets enemy weak points. I mean, that sounds nice. Will I use it, though? Probably not. Back bow.
There! I got this.
Detailed information. Alright, so it is completely weak to water. Yet I don't think anyone has any water, right? Well, this guy definitely doesn't. Reaper's Whirlwind.
Hey, you! Rest in peace!
I'm going!
I mean, at least they have a decent amount of health. Oh, it's... Oh, this is water. Ice, whatever you want to call it.
Arcus,
Attack them both.
activate!
Attack her. Good.
It's my
Keep
turn.
your focus on him. Arts. Damn. Gemini Blast.
You can't escape. Fire!
Defense
Let's go.
down. Just gonna make it better. You look like you're... Yeah, you are. Crystal Edge. Looks like this guy is our tank. Well, everyone else gets their magic going.
Sure.
Anyone actually, a healer? Breath, you can heal yourself. Yeah, heal yourself.
Huh. Ha!
It's
Decent
my
enough.
turn.
I guess we just keep going with the Crystal Edge.
Huh?
My turn.
All right.
And you can skip the enemy's turn. Well, not necessarily skipping it per se, much as skipping
You
the
can't
enemy.
escape. Fire! Wide open.
Rush!
Leave it to me.
Yeah!
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you just need to heal yourself up
Arcus,
some more.
activate!
My turn.
Yes! Yeah, let's go!
It's mine!
You're
Good job.
amazing,
3
Ash!
minutes.
You
I'm
just
bad for
realized
trying to
that
learn
now?
the system. Swordbreaker 2 and Seal 2. In a second,
Crap!
we have to fight those things again.
They can self-destruct.
Stand back! Clown Soleus!
Sammy! That's what Willem
Thanks.
called it, right?
That was a close one.
Thanks, Allie. And Sammy, too.
Yep, I remembered at least that. Why couldn't I remember her name? Damn it.
You're welcome. However, the name's Sammy.
I was hoping we would have a minute to ourselves.
Nah, we're too popular.
So you sensed us coming?
The Stall Ritter.
I can't tell if there's an echo here or not.
The Stout and the Sharp.
Hello. We meet again, children of Class 7. I didn't think you'd make it all this way on your own.
Well, perfectly capable.
Do you intend to overcome certain death without the Ashen Chevalier?
Cute. Now cut the shit.
We know how much stronger than us you are, but we refuse to stand by as you do your bidding.
I respect that fire. I will give you my utmost in battle.
You'll do as a delectable appetizer before the main course.
Oh, come on.
Now, show me your strength.
Can you fledglings handle this?
Sure.
Ooh. Okay, what are your weakness? You're a human, you don't have a weakness, of course. Why would you? Guess we just gotta go for the beatdown. Reaper's Whirlwind.
Hey, you! Rest in peace! Yeah!
Assist.
Keep it up!
We currently can. Oh no, we can have more than 3.
My turn.
Do your things do anything else? Purchase power past human limits, but at a price. Okay. Blind has a 50% chance. See, like, if I can move my character... Wait, what? If I can move my freaking character, I'd be able to line this up. Oh.
All right.
Really? No one other move you have to use a freaking movement point. Well, that blows.
Yes!
What a... Crazy Hunt.
Go wild! Crazy Hunt!
Yes!
Sapphire Rain. Yeah.
Heal our wounds! Sephiral Rain!
Thanks.
Sephiral Rain.
My turn.
Now.
There!
There.
Rush.
Yuna.
I got it!
So do we, like, have to beat them, or...
There! Axel Arrow!
Just heal. Oh, crap.
Heavy Divider!
Sure.
Oh, that kind of sucked, didn't it? Alright, just normal attack, I guess. Oh, wait, now it's showing what she's weak to. It's 2 on everything.
My turn.
I am the Stout, breaker of foes!
There!
So, how long are we supposed to keep the, battle going?
Let's go.
Oh, and you can actually put the stuff in auto battle. Huh. Why in the bloody hell would I do that?
There!
Not fun that
There.
way. Totally not. Assist.
It's mine! Yes!
Her armor was just broken. 170 CP though. Oh. Crafts. S-Craft. Brilliant shot. Let's see what you can do.
I'll cast a spell on you. So pretty. Brilliant shot! I may have gone a little too far.
All right.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Let's speed her up. Gotta get that CP.
I got this.
So that we can actually, you know, try other test breaks.
There!
My turn.
No need for that. Can you heal as well? Tira. Use it on Muse.
It's my turn!
Oh, she's completely weak now to a
Our chance!
thrust.
It's mine.
Assist.
I got this.
Focus on arch EP, boosting power. Protect and rejuvenate. Ebon
Let's
Crest.
go. Ebon Crest.
I got this.
You can rescind orders as well.
It's down.
Rush.
Get him, Egret.
Leave it to me!
Yeah.
Gotta
Thanks
get
for
the
the
beat
help.
down eventually, right?
The true battle begins now.
Oh, really? Accelerator.
There! Axel Arrow!
Shield of Order. Perfectly
My turn.
guard and HP recovery. Oh, son of a. You didn't need to give yourself HP recovery. You really didn't.
Yeah. My turn. Yeah.
Battle over? Thank you.
What fun.
Indeed. They have quite a bite to them.
They're acting like we're nothing to them.
It's better to assume they're conserving their energy.
That and we would have beat them eventually. Especially had I kept CP on everyone, and we probably would have finished that faster with a bunch of S-breaks.
Why the hell are you two playing around? Stop wasting time before our main enemy shows up.
Ah, you're here early.
And so ends our fun.
That's the head knight of the Stall Ritter.
Duvalie the Swift. She'll be trouble.
That was her name.
She may be kind of a ditz, but she's fast.
Yeah, she is.
Who are you calling a ditz? Cocky little hatchling. Ines, Anea! We'll put a stop to them with our Radiant Star Formation!
Very well.
Don't hate us for what's about to happen.
It's just like before.
That the best you got? Bring it on!
Please, no more fighting.
Prepare
Can I go to school again?
Not so fast.
Green! I don't know that voice anywhere. William! Sarah!
Ah! Goodness!
Sooner than we expected.
Oh yeah.
We made it.
Excuse
Ah,
us.
crap.
Oh,
How am I not surprised?
Told
where's
ya.
Gaius.
Glory Hound.
That's his name.
Instructor.
Why are you here? Weren't you supposed to be in the left wing?
The Pats meet up here, so we decided to see how things were going for you.
Seeing all the paths firsthand, I understand why they call this fortress impregnable.
Leave them to us. We're almost there. See you again at the tower.
Yes, Instructor.
Thank you.
Fine. Just be careful.
Charging headfirst into your graves, are you? Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh,
if
please,
you're
you can't beat
insistent on
Rain.
challenging our Lord, I will cut you down right here and now. 2 arms, Class 7, Ashen Chevalier.
Wait, do I get to battle on 2 fronts? Or just the new Class 7? Man, I was actually getting into that. A new tale to the Erebonian Empire. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a bit hard to remember every character. Una Crawford, Kurt Vander, Altina Orion, Mirce Egrit, Ash Carbide, Carbide, Elisa Reinford, Marcus Regnis, Eustace Aldrea, Milliam, Gaius, Laura, B, Elliot, Emma, Celine. Bunch of other names. Michael, Aurelia, Sarah. Oh damn, Reen's sister's a bit older now as well. Well, obviously she's a bit older. She's looking nice, so Zelfin. Hey, Shannon Claire, looking great. Roselia, that's the girl I was wondering about. Yes. Azure Siegfried, huh? That's a new Azure Knight, huh? Damn it. Gilead Osborne, I hate you. Ooh, Shirley. Campanella. Hey there, Mick Byrne. Oh, jeez. Audion Road. Didn't we capture Audion Road in Fire Emblem 3 Houses? This is so nostalgic. It feels like it's been years, but it actually hasn't, at least not for me. Save. Hell yeah. Now I'll save on a new save state. Can we go back to school? I need to learn everything I need to know about all the students and how they, came to be. 3 months earlier. Okay, so that took place 3 months. Ah, the good old train. The Monday Main Line mixed train via Heimdall Central Station.
The next stop is Leaves. Leaves. We will be stopped for...
Hey, Rain. That wasn't Elliot, right? Looking good, Mr. Rain. I remember you being quite the lady killer back at your sister's school. Obviously, he's still lady killer because his class was talking about it. Special freight car. Valamar? Hey, there he is. What's up, buddy? Valamar, the Ashen Knight.
Have we nearly arrived?
Yeah.
Breen Schwarzer.
Sorry you had to be cooped up in Corellia Fortress this past month. And I'm sure this isn't exactly a first-class cabin either.
Not to worry. This is something that needed to be done. While resting, the drain on my energy is insignificant. Besides, if it will reduce the burdens you shoulder, I am more than happy to comply.
You know, I'd think there was a human in there if I didn't already know that was you talking. Thanks, Velimar.
You are welcome.
Is this it? Aha! Sure is.
For crying out loud. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Do they really need us to supervise unloading this junk?
Huh?
Picture that going through a landing port.
Wow!
I'd heard about them, but seeing one up close is wild.
Wonder what they're doing here.
A 7 ards tall humanoid weapon.
So are these going to be the guys that are working in the engineering shop at the school?
Panzer Soldats or something, yeah?
No, I don't think so. Oh, this is the Ashen Knight, isn't it?
Get out of here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I wouldn't have expected a civilian to know that, much less someone from outside Erebonia.
Let's just say I'm a little interested in things like this.
I'd say you're probably a lot more interested than just a little.
A little? Your whole family goes nuts for this kind of stuff.
So I was right.
But how'd you know we're not from around here?
You have just the tiniest sliver of an accent. I'm guessing you're from somewhere down south? Liberal, maybe?
Is it that easy to tell?
Bingo. So what? That makes you the Ashen Chevalier?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm surprised you knew that too.
Schwarzer, are you back here?
Hey, Patty Cakes! Haven't forgotten that nickname. Patrick Hyatt.
We'll be arriving in 5 minutes. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
All set. I'm good to go whenever.
Sorry for holding you up. We gotta get ready ourselves.
That's right. Thanks for talking with us.
Who are those two? They didn't appear to be your everyday civilians.
They're from Liberl. I guess they're getting off soon, too. Something tells me I'll be seeing more of them at my new job.
Oh, is that so? I admit, I have heard the rumors.
The rumors of what? Patty Cakes, you can't just leave me on that. I know I'd stop calling him Patty Cakes, but
now
just
arriving
ironically enough,
at
I remember
Leave
the nickname
Station.
instead of his actual name.
Leave station. We will be stopped for 10 minutes to unload cargo.
And that is how Valimar gets in and out of the train.
It would appear little has changed. The Ashen Knight is as beloved by the masses as ever.
Well, I, tried to lay low this past year. I've turned down all the interview requests I've been bombarded with.
It's little wonder then. For a young hero like yourself, such actions only serve to grant you an irresistible air of mystery. The rumors of your role in the Northern War have, by this point, far outstripped the truth. My apologies. That was a regrettable slip of the tongue.
It is so weird hearing Patrick talk like this, but I know that they ended up becoming friends at the end of the second game.
No, it's alright. It's just something I'll have to deal with.
fine.
Thank you, Patrick. For the last 2 years, you've helped me out more times than I can count.
Well, that was sudden. I have simply been performing my duty as a member of the glorious Class 1. Of course I could spare some consideration for a hapless classmate with barely enough attendance to graduate.
Jeez.
One who has unreasonable tasks thrust upon him on a near daily basis, yet somehow manages to triumph regardless.
And you said I was sudden. You're serving as the deputy of the Marquis's family in Ordis now, right? I'm sure that's no walk in the park either, but I know you'll give it everything you've got.
But of course, there's no way I can allow us to fall behind House Alberea. I recommend you do the same for whatever may come at your unique new workplace. And seeing as she is not so terribly far, do be sure to keep in touch with Lady Elise.
Dude, you still have the hots for his sister? Really?
Perhaps you might even put in a good word?
Back off. I'm not allowing anyone to date my little Elise.
Thanks again for all your help, Patrick. But that's an entirely different matter.
No.
What was it that
Take
everyone
care.
said that she would
Hope
die
to see you
alone
again
or
soon.
something? Or that she'll never marry someone because of being too
Indeed.
protective. Then the fact that he is too,
Oh yes, it nearly slipped my mind. About that pledge Class 7 made 1 year ago. I hope to see it come to fruition.
Why, thank you. Too thick-headed to, realize Elise's true feelings.
Oh.
Especially after he learned his true roots. That means that she's actually up on the table, isn't she? I doubt it. He would never, ever think of Elise that way, which is kind of sad
Yeah.
for her.
I hope so too.
Prologue, spring once again. We're gonna end up bumping into someone while staring at the flowers going into school for our first year. I love it that actually did happen again with him and Elisa. But why would she need to come to the school? Thor's Military Academy.
Well, here I am.
Wait. What's it always called? Leaves? Was it always called that? Or is this a different area that they put the school in? It feels different. Leaves, Heimdall suburbs.
I've never been to the suburbs west of Heimdall before.
And that is why it feels different. Alright.
Almost reminds me of Trista. There are even Lino flowers blooming here.
That's where Thor's Military Academy was, Trista. Pino flowers. How you met Elisa for the first time. Ah, the good old days.
Trista.
That massive final
And
battle.
the academy. I wonder how everyone who's still there is doing, and how Principal Van Dyke is after he returned to active duty. I never would have dreamed something like that would happen.
What's up?
That must be it there.
Our job isn't what I want it to be. Want a different one?
I can tell it's brand new even from here.
Dang it.
They said they'd take Valimar to the hangar on site.
Rean?
Huh?
Luisa? That voice. Celine. Oh, no. Crap. Crap. What the hell was your name? I'm not gonna try it. I remember it took me like an hour trying to remember every single one of the characters' names. Like a while ago. I'm not.
It really is you, Rain. Wow, the magazines don't do you justice. You look so mature now.
I'm so sorry for not remembering your name.
Did you get taller too? I almost didn't recognize you.
Towa?
Towa! God damn it. It's a name I don't ever hear often. Yes, I did hear it often in the game, to some degree. But the fact that her name starts with a T, and Towa... How the bloody hell was I supposed to remember that? I haven't played the game in ages. Yet I remember most other characters' names. I mean, at least I remember Class 7 names. If I didn't remember them, it would destroy me.
Oh, did you not recognize me either?
No, I recognize you. Your name just slipped my mind. I'm so depressed right now, not remembering that. I was having fun till I forgot her name. Towa Herschel.
I definitely haven't gotten taller, but I'm hoping my new work uniform adds some womanly charm.
Yeah.
Or maybe shows that my figure's filled out a little bit more.
I am sorry to say, but no, you look basically exactly the same. Except maybe a little bit of longer hair. Just like at the end of the second game. I'm sorry to say that.
Hold on. It's just, well, we haven't seen each other in a while, and I could never get a hold of you. Then you just show up out of nowhere, dressed for work, in the same town I'm about to start work?
Yeah. It totally is a coincidence. She totally didn't want to go work where you worked. She probably pulled some strings. Actually, now that I see your lower half, yeah, you got some more womanly charms, I guess.
I never imagined we'd end up working at the same place.
Sorry, I didn't mean to surprise you. I thought you already knew.
Well, a lot happened before graduation. And after it. I'm sure you've heard all about it.
Of course. It was actually one of the reasons I decided to come here. But it sure was a nice surprise to hear you'd be joining me.
Oh, hey, what do you know? While they were talking, I just remembered Angie. Why can I remember her name and not Towa? Damn it.
Well, anyway, congratulations on graduating, Rain. I'm sure there are plenty of other people who want to say that to you.
Oh yeah, there probably are.
I figured I'd do it before anyone else.
Thanks, Towa. Wait, do you want something more professional, like Ms. Herschel now?
Don't worry about it. Towa is just fine.
Exactly, we're co-workers.
Remember what I said when we first met? There's no need for formalities with me. Miss Herschel is awfully tempting, though.
Uh-huh.
She hasn't changed a bit.
That she hasn't.
So, Towa, you've been here a little while now, right? What's our new workplace like?
Well, I'm sure they told you a bunch of different things when you accepted your position. But I think this job is going to turn out to be a lot more difficult than you expect.
Will it? I've been mentally preparing myself for the worst. I just hope I'm ready.
Oh, you're totally ready, Rain.
Have you already met all of our colleagues?
Yeah, we've all met. You're the last to arrive. I'll introduce you to them. But brace yourself, okay?
How bad could it be?
I feel like the butterflies in my stomach have turned into stampeding rhinociders.
It's okay. I'm in the same boat as you. Let's work together as fellow graduates of Thors and get through this.
Roger that. Oh, we're here.
I want Thor's Military Academy, damn it. Not Thor's Military Academy branch camp. Oh, it's a branch campus, so it still is Thor's
The color's
Military
different,
Academy.
but it's nice they kept the horned lion crest.
It still isn't the Trista one, no. Is there an old schoolhouse here too? If not, I'm gonna be sorely disappointed that he also doesn't do what Sarah did.
Mm-hmm. This is the main entrance to our new workplace.
If you don't do what Sarah does, I'll be
Welcome,
really
Rain.
upset, Rain.
To the newly established Thor's Military Academy branch campus in Leaves.
We best get some of our students to fall through the floor. Then one guy and girl have to, have a dispute about the fact that she fell straight on top of him, and yeah, it's totally his fault. He just had to try to be a woman's man and save the day by trying to save her. I mean, the place looks nice. Just isn't the whole, nostalgic feel I wanted. Especially with the combat. Tactical conference room.
Rain Schwarzer, welcome.
Why, thank you. Major Mikhail Irving.
I am Michael Irving
Mikhail?
of the Railway Military Police.
Okay, yeah. It is Michael.
Branch campus though it may be, I will do my utmost to serve as chief instructor.
Well, well, lucky me. Didn't expect to run into such a celeb at a place like this.
Randolph Orlando.
Name's Randolph Orlando. Got transferred here from the Imperial Army Crossbell Unit. I've been hearing your name all over lately. Pleasure to finally meet the man himself.
Rain.
I'm Rain Schwarzer. Just a rookie who recently graduated from Thor's main campus. Pleased to meet you, Major Irving, First Lieutenant Orlando.
Likewise. It's an honor to be able to work with the famous Ashen Chevalier. But keep in mind, we're not looking for heroics from Divine Knights here. We're only interested in your aptitude as an instructor.
Oh, wait, hold on. So we were trying to get our grade up last time. Are we going to be trying to become, the best teacher we can?
Understood. He's from the Railway Military Police.
Also, please don't make me actually have to teach any students. Let Rain do all the teaching, and I don't have to answer any questions now because I am the one giving them out. Please let it be so.
I certainly didn't expect to find a ranking officer like him working here. Not to mention...
That look tells me you know a bit about my sordid backstory. Been peeking through the Intelligence Division's files, I take it.
Yes, I can't deny it. From what I could tell, it was a pretty complicated situation that sent you here.
Not as complicated as yours, I'm sure.
Anyway, all of us instructors are here now. Major, Instructor Randolph, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Indeed. I'm curious to see what you'll bring here. especially after you turned down a position with us. I've been curious as to why.
So you knew about that?
She wanted to work with her beloved little Kohai.
Oh, that's so? You must be better than you look for the RMP to roll out the red carpet. I heard you graduated early. What are you, like 17 or something?
Actually, I'm 21.
What? Nuh-uh. You're seriously only 3 years younger than me?
4 instructors. That's about what I was expecting, honestly. Are we going to teach the entire curriculum among us, though?
Correct. There aren't many students, but it will still require great work on our part. Training, lectures, all manner of miscellaneous tasks. We will, however, receive assistance from the special advisor and the principal.
We have a special advisor? And what's our principal like?
Well, let's just say that out of all the people in this great big empire...
I've seen an image, I think.
I never thought I'd meet someone quite as intense as our principal.
Of the two I'm remembering, oh boy, that's gonna be fun.
Really?
Try not to be too shocked, okay? You've actually met her before, Rean.
Thank you for waiting.
There she is.
Speak of the devil.
Hey, it's that guy. He made the Orichalcum, I think it was, blade.
Thank you for coming.
Can't remember your name. Don't really care to remember your name.
Whatever is
For
that
now, at
slack-jawed expression for?
Professor G. Schmidt. Yeah, it is him.
I believe we met during the Civil War. Or have you already forgotten my face? Not that I give a whit either way.
Whit?
No, of course not. It's good to see you again, Professor Schmidt. I've always appreciated how you helped me with Valamar's Tachi.
As I said before, save it. Though my title is Special Advisor, I plan to focus only on my research. Do endeavor to make yourself useful to me, Schwarzer. Or should I say, Ashen Awakener.
Jeez,
He
harsh.
was one of Professor Epstein's disciples, right? Or maybe not. We sure he ain't some faker?
No, he's the real deal.
I'm starting to understand why I got hired here in the first place. I never imagined I would meet you here.
Oh, it's been about half a year, hasn't it, Schwarzer? Well, since we've all gathered, allow me to say a few words about myself.
Please do. I can't remember your name. Did it start with an O? Olivia? Damn, Aurelia. That was close. Kind of.
During the Civil War, I was the
E.
general of the defeated Noble Alliance. I then oversaw the Northern War, resulting in the annexation of Northumbria. But you may think of me as Aurelia Le Guin, principal of Thor's branch campus.
Yay.
Rean.
All that packed into one woman. Guess it's not so crazy for you to be here after all, eh, Major?
Principal Le Guin, it's time. Shall we proceed?
Yes, let's begin.
I wonder, can you romance the principal? I wouldn't do it, but can you?
Herschel, gather up our fledglings and bring them to the grounds.
Yes, ma'am. I'll see you soon, Rean.
Alright.
Alrighty, let's see what kind of guys and gals we got.
Schwarzer, see to it you aren't late.
Leave me
Late?
with her, why don't
To
ya?
what?
To our entrance ceremony, of course.
What? I had no idea.
That would be because we set the date and time without telling you. You'll even be meeting your fledglings there. Exciting, no?
AKA students.
Show them what it means to be the Ashen Chevalier.
Sure, why
It's starting
not?
to seem like the rumors about this place being difficult weren't exaggerations. All right then. I should probably put these on.
Glasses? Ooh. Why didn't you get Megan A? Or are you literally just wearing them to get the little whole teacher look? Or do you actually need them now? Attend hut? Oh, hey, I saw Tina. And there's that girl, of course. What's her friend with the red hair? Who the heck are you? Oh yeah, Professor Rainswater.
Oh, that woman.
Isn't she the Golden Rakshasa? And that black-haired guy.
Whoa! He's super famous. Huh, it's him.
Yep, it is.
Seriously?
Oh dear. How unexpected.
The Ashen Chevalier.
No way.
Yes, way.
What?
That girl is...
Altina?
Attention! I will have silence! We will now begin the entrance ceremony for Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. The opening speeches will be omitted. We will begin by announcing class assignments. First, Class 8, Combat Tactics. The instructor is Randolph Orlando.
Right. Step forward when I call your name. Jessica, Wayne, Sydney, Maya. Ash, Freddy, Gustav, and Leonora. You 8.
Next, Class 9, Military Finance. The instructor is Toa Herschel.
I'll call out names now. Sandy, Kyrie, Tita, Louise, Tatiana, Valerie, Muse, Pablo, and Stark. There are 9 of you in total.
So wait, hold on. Muse's part of Class 7, right? Do they switch, or are they allowed to be in different classes? Come on, Reen.
Class
All yours
8
out.
and Class 9. Combat Tactics and Military Finance. Then the ones left over are...
Class 7. Really? Just those 3?
Silence! We will now have a word from our principal. Principal, if you would.
I am Aurelia Le Guin, principal of the branch campus. As some of you are new to Erebonia, not all of you may be familiar with my name. That, however, is of little concern to me. A few of you may have noticed already, but I'll spell it out for the rest. This school is a trash bin.
Wow.
Thor's main campus will be welcoming the Crown Prince this year. As such, it will go through heavy reform. This campus is a place they can toss aside those deemed too troublesome, or those with problematic backgrounds. Just like that, all of you, our instructors, and even myself, are here because we have been tossed aside.
Wow, there's no way Reen was tossed aside, right? You're not really helping your case of becoming the world's greatest principal, you know.
Hey now.
No, Principal Le Guin. That is far too...
However, there is a saying, be ever vigilant as though the world is a battlefield. Such a mindset is difficult to learn in times of peace. However, the situation we find ourselves in is a perfect environment for it. Those who lack the resolve to better themselves, to reforge themselves in the fires of adversity, leave now. Or you run the risk of leaving later, in Aidios's arms. Very well. In that case, I welcome each and every one of you to Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
From the trash bin.
I greet you with these familiar words from Emperor Dreikels.
Does interest me. How did he get everyone else in Class 7? Or did they decide that they want to transfer over?
Well, I'm nice and overwhelmed now, but...
Just where are we supposed to go? General, Principal, could I get you to announce the final class?
Huh?
Very well. We'll be picking up after the main campus's classes 1 through 6, with our own classes 7 through 9. The 3 of you make up Class 7, Special Operations.
Oh yeah, Class 7 Special Operations.
Your instructor will be him, Reen Schwarzer.
Well, there's our first 3 students. I mean, the place looks nice, but it's no Trista. Ionel Keep. Adel.
Wow! I looked over the blueprints, but I didn't think it'd be this big.
Don't get so excited. This facility is nothing remarkable. As I explained before, much of your duties will be performed here under my direction. I expect nothing short of raw talent from a Russell.
Yes, sir!
So, she's a student here after all. I could swear I've heard the name Russell somewhere before.
Same here.
And more importantly, that we're Class 7 is clearly no coincidence. Only 3 students, and she's one of them.
Combat tactics and military finance are undergoing their orientations at the moment. Special operations will be having an orienteering exercise. You must make it through this facility in one piece.
In one piece? What does that mean?
Oh boy. Just like the first.
What is this building for?
Combat training.
It's called Einhell Keep. It was built in conjunction with the branch campus for testing new methods of training. The interior is fully controllable via Orbal technology and features variable difficulty levels. As for your exercise, you will be combating monsters and such unleashed within the keep.
What?
Monsters? That's a joke, right?
Oh, no, it's
No,
not.
I understand. Special operations, indeed. I guess this is a fitting enough exercise, given our class's name. And it's not just for my students either, is it?
It helps that you're quick on the uptake. That said, don't assume it will be the same as the Class 7 you were part of. Rather than an experimental clash between social classes, this one will act as an established task force for assignments in the field. And as its instructor, you will have your students see each assignment through.
It's all starting to come together.
Hold on just a second. We did what you said and came here, but what the heck is all this crap? This is just... I mean, no one ever told me I was being put in some shady Black Ops squad.
Your placement in Class 7 is the result of your aptitude test, Cadet Crawford. If you are dissatisfied, you have the option to pack your bags and return to the Military Police Academy.
That's all the way in Crossbell.
I've yet to accept the situation, but I understand it now, at the very least. Can you give us more details?
Certainly. Instructor Schwarzer and the three of you will enter the keep and stand by for further instructions.
Orbles. Master Quartz, huh? Michael Henderine for Master Quartz.
While on standby, they will explain their qualifications as you brief them on the use of the Arcus II.
Understood.
Bah, finally we can begin the trial. Disciple candidate, don't dawdle. Everything must be up and running in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Have fun dealing with Schmidt. I mean, only 3 students. Are you picking choose the others?
It's like this school's even more messed up than I'd heard.
I'd prefer if non-affiliates stayed off the premises.
Red hair? Yep.
Take it easy. I ain't here to cause trouble. Soon as she's done with her orientation, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Very well. You may have been referred here by the royal family, but don't forget your place. That extends to any actions you and your friends will take in the Empire from here on out.
I'd say that's up to you guys, you know? You got a whole country up to its neck in plots and schemes, and then a screwed up school like this pops up out of nowhere. Really makes you wonder who's pulling the strings around here.
I suppose I should have expected as much from an A-rank bracer.
Dun dun dun. Sarah's line of work. Place looks nice.
A facility full of untested mechanisms certainly sounds like a playground for the professor. So how much do you already know?
Nothing too specific. The above-ground portion is a cube measuring 50 arch on each side, and the below-ground area is still being expanded.
Are the two of you already acquainted?
Yep.
We are. I just had no idea she'd be one of my students. But that's neither here nor there. Let's start with introductions while everything's being prepped. I just got here earlier today, so I'm sorry I haven't had time to speak with you two yet. I'm...
Why even bother introducing yourself? We all know you're Rean Schwarzer, the Ashen Chevalier.
Yeah, she totally doesn't like him right now.
The big hero who put an end to the Erebonian Civil War when he was just a student. Not to mention the occupation of Crossbell. I'm sure everyone in Erebonia knows who you are. Probably everyone in Crossbell, too.
In addition, you resolved incident after incident across the Empire as part of your schoolwork.
Yeah, that we did.
Then, during the Northern War last October, you worked alongside General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius to annex Northumbria.
Le Guin? Like, our principal? Wait, what? And he helped occupy North Ambria?
Yeah, she really
That's
doesn't like him.
erroneous. The actual circumstances were.
You're both very well informed. Though calling me a hero is a bit much. I'd still like to say a little bit about myself. As you know, I'm Rean Schwarzer. I'm a graduate of Thor's Military Academy's main campus. I got my diploma just last month, and I'm starting as an instructor here at the branch campus today. I'll be overseeing martial arts and Panzer Soldat training outside the classroom. Inside the classroom, I'll be teaching history. That is, of course, in addition to being the homeroom teacher for Class 7 Special Operations.
I'll go next.
Kurt Vander.
My name is Kurt Vander. I'm from the capital. I've heard more than just the common stories about you.
You're a Vander. That would make you General Zex and Lieutenant Colonel Mueller's...
Mueller is my older brother, and Zex is my uncle. Though I'm aware I look nothing like them, right up to my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally nothing like them.
It's true, he doesn't have dark hair or even a similar build.
By the way, are those glasses fake? They don't look good on you at all. You should probably get rid of them.
Jeez.
Fashion is clearly not their intended function.
All right, I get it. They don't look good. No need to rub it in. Nice to meet you, Kurt. You're up next.
Fine. Oh, brother.
Una Crawford.
I'm Una Crawford. I transferred here from the Crossbell Police Academy. And honestly, I'd rather not be here. But if that's how it's gonna be, then I'll just have to make the most of it.
Ah, Crossbell. I had my suspicions. So, when you say police academy, you're talking about the military police academy, right?
There was no military slapped on the name before the annexation. You guys are the ones who changed it. Are you saying I can only call it by the official name the great and powerful Erebonia has blessed it with?
No, that's not what I meant. Sorry. I was being insensitive.
Well, I might have overreacted.
Might have? Jeez.
But I still don't accept that name.
Yeah. That's completely understandable.
So who's gonna be the new leader of Class 7, mind you? Kurt?
I'm last then.
Altina Orion.
Altina Orion, formerly part of the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division.
Isn't that classified?
It should be.
My affiliation with them ended upon my enrollment here. On paper. Please, think nothing of it.
I feel as though I've just heard something I shouldn't have.
The Intelligence Division is pretty hardcore, isn't it? Hold up! What do you mean, on paper?
Slip of the tongue. Oops.
Totally.
There's that snark.
Thank you for waiting. Preparations are now complete for the Level 0 Einhell trial.
Level 0? Come on, you can at least bump it up to 1.
If you haven't already, please set your Arcus 2s now.
Is that the girl from earlier?
I was under the impression she was a student, like us.
Understood. Give us just a moment. Each of you were given one of these, right?
Ah, that.
I was sent one, but I haven't turned it on yet.
It's a battle orbment. Normal battle orbments are personal devices that link with their user and can produce a variety of effects. They can improve your physical abilities and allow you to cast orbital arts, among other things. But this is the newest model, the Arcus 2. It has a few additional functions.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
It's a little different from the Enigma models in Crossbell.
To be precise, they are the product of a collaboration between the Reinford Company and Epstein Foundation. I assume these models are combat ready?
Yeah, I'll explain how they work. Now, each of you take one of these.
Rain handed a master quartz to each of the 3 students.
We get master quartz?
The Enigmas did have these.
The basics should be the same. Go ahead and set your master quartz in a central slot.
Yes, sir.
Here?
I should set mine while they're at it.
Oh boy. A general term for mechanical devices that extract orbital energy from septium is used to generate magical effects and enhancements. A personally used device that can harness orbital energy in a variety of ways depending on the quartz in it, since they are tailor-made for the use of the orbit's internal structure varies from one unit to another. The quartz is a circuit made from septium fragments called septith, set into battle orbits to harness a variety of powers and properties. Special kind of quartz which can be set into the... Fighting battles, one can set the orbit, it will level up and gain new abilities. Reach down to the exact same one. The current story objective is always displayed. You can see it when you press down on to expand the minimap. Please set Reen's Master Quartz into his Arcus 2. Master Quartz can be set in the Orbment section of the camp menu. Orbment... Quartz. Master Quartz, Bridget. Killing enemies restores the CP. Okay, so it's basically the same. Dayless, any other quartz? Nope. Aw, Reen's level 7? Really? I'm pretty sure I ended the game last time on the second game when he was like level, what? Almost 150? 200? I don't remember. That was a long time ago. Save the game. Alright.
Whoa!
I can feel it working.
Now that you've set your Master Quartz, you're synced with your Arcus units. You should be able to notice a significant difference in combat.
All right.
Okay, now this is new.
How long do you intend to keep me waiting?
Oh, shut it, Schmidt.
Sorry, Professor. We're ready.
Then let's not waste any more time. Level 0 begins on floor B1. The trial will be considered completed once you return to ground level.
You know what? Something's telling me that this place is basically this game's old schoolhouse, and we'll be coming back here completing plenty of floors.
Professor, isn't that red love? Sir, you shouldn't use that.
Oh, don't act like you have a lick of common sense. You're Albert's granddaughter. It's time we saw what Class 7's Special Operations is made of. I'm curious to see if you can survive with a passing score.
We probably would if I were able to move on the dang battlefield.
Hey, watch the floor!
Yep, we're falling through.
Right yourself and brace for the landing. Altina, you...
Clown Soleus.
Never mind.
Don't try to be a hero and save the pink-haired girl. Yoda. And why don't you worry about Altina falling down? She just uses Sammy and she's fine. You okay?
What happened? I remember that professor talking, then the floor opened up.
It was Yuna, correct?
Huh?
She fell on top of Kurt. Well, if this isn't a replaying of what happened with Reen and Elisa, I don't know what is. This is the exact same position as
My
well.
apologies, but if you could move. It's not that you're heavy, but I'm having trouble breathing.
You recognizing something?
Well then, history repeats itself.
Yeah, it definitely does.
The floor appears to be padded, so bruising should not be an issue. How strangely like the obscene positions you often find yourself in, Instructor Reen.
No kidding, right?
Please don't say things that'll give people the wrong impression. Oh, wow. I'm surprised you're already calling me an instructor.
That is your current designation.
Oh, she's pissed off just like Elisa was. Even though it totally isn't his fault.
I assure you, I didn't intend for this to happen. Then again, I suppose intent is irrelevant. I won't make any further excuses. You may hit me if it'll make you feel better.
Oh, damn.
How very admirable of you. You being so calm about it just pisses me off even more. So I think I'll take you up on that.
Yeah, history repeats itself completely. And I like it. Other than the whole, only 3 students thing.
Erebonian boys are just so... Ugh!
I do not believe his nationality was a factor.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You were just a little unlucky.
Not unlucky. I lacked the expertise to make a proper landing. That resulted in embarrassment for one of my classmates. I admit my fault.
I see. He's so mature for his age.
Yeah, he is.
Well, minus one stinging cheek, the 3 of you look fine to me. So, it's time to begin storming the keep. But first, I'll need each of you to show me your weapons.
This whole thing is a joke, right? Do we really have to play along?
Yeah, you do. If you want to truly get out of here alive, you gotta do it.
I know the professor, and he isn't the type to joke around. He's serious about measuring each of our abilities. I want to learn everyone's combat styles so we can work together and get out of here safely.
Understood. These are my weapons.
Dual wield.
2 swords?
That takes skill.
You're using the Vanderschool's dual blade style then. I knew of it, but I've never met a practitioner.
I admit our great sword style has far more notoriety. But that style also requires one to be born with a broader physique. These blades are better suited for the likes of me.
I didn't realize. Well, Yuna, how about you?
I'm still not down for all this. But I get it. This is a military academy, so here you go.
Another dual wielder.
You use side-handle batons?
They look a little more complicated than that. What are they exactly?
These are gunbreakers. Special tonfa with guns installed. Developed by the one and only CGF. They can switch between melee and mid-range firing.
An intriguing weapon.
A Crossbell Guardian Force, right? If I recall, First Lieutenant Orlando was once part of it. He'd left long before the occupation disbanded them, though. Good to know. We'll see how well they work in action today. You do seem to know your way around them.
Of course I do. I trained with them at the police academy. And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
We'll see where everyone stands once we've engaged in actual combat. You're up next, Altina.
Understood.
Hold up. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. Who let a kid enroll at a military academy?
She ain't no kid.
I've been curious about that myself. She claimed to be with the Intelligence Division, but surely she won't be joining us in battle.
Oh, yeah, she will.
Well, personally, I agree.
Technically.
There is no need for concern. My physical age is approximately 14 years old. I am no small child.
Physical age? No, you're definitely small.
I also have my weapon, the basis for my admittance into the Intelligence Division.
What the hell?
This explains that black shadow I thought I saw earlier.
Clown Soleus, a combat shell. The latest version of the line of special weaponry. Further details are classified. Suffice to say, it will contribute to our overall fighting strength.
Are things like that normal in the Empire?
Of course not. It's my first time seeing something like this, too. The Golden Rakshasa, the Ashen Chevalier, and even a girl like her. What manner of place is this branch campus?
I don't know, but I would like to find out.
I don't blame either of you for having questions, but we can save them for another time. By the way, this is my weapon.
Of course, the Tachi is used by students of the Eight Leaves One Blade School.
Just like back then. I mean, it's just like the sword Arios used.
Right. It's not an Imperial-style sword. It comes from the East. I guess the Divine Blade of Wind is pretty famous in Crossbell, huh?
A lot happened, but he still has plenty of fans. Even when a certain empire has made him a wanted man.
Yeah, I suppose so. That covers everyone then. Let's be on our way. We're currently on floor B1. If we make it back up to ground level, this little trial will be over. I'll give you some tips along the way on combat, how to use arts, and your Arcus units. Follow me, and proceed carefully and deliberately.
Okay, let's just go.
I'll give it my all.
Commence mission.
So, we get in the map. Notebook. You can open Notebook by pressing the touch button while in the field or on the main screen of the menu. Notebook will automatically record information on a variety of subjects, and more tabs will be unlocked as the game progresses. The main tab of the Notebook, you can check your overall rating. The navigation log can also be found here. So, Class 7 begins anew. Achievement unlocked. Press down to expand the mini-map. This allows you to view the area's topography as well as your location on the locations of enemies. You change the character leading the party, camp menu. I don't really know why they tend to tell you this when, you know, they have us play the little future scene in the game. As if we wouldn't already have potentially have learned it. Oh well. This you can use the tactics, change.
The entrance is right over there. Let's move out as soon as we're ready.
Yes, sir. Just what the heck is all this?
It's going to be a right pain trying to learn how to completely move.
All right.
Also, might as well change ours to one of our students, right? At least the map is showing. Everyone, stop. Ah, crap. This one I have to try to do it now. My monster. Right, from the start. I can't believe he seriously released monsters down here. Instructor Reed, what are your orders? First off, I want to see each of your battle skills. Everyone, prepare for battle. Wait, are you really gonna make her fight too? I have no issue with combat. Don't worry, I'll back you guys up. We're going in now. Stay focused, everyone. Got it. I'll show you just what I'm capable of. Why? Oh boy. I mean, I knew I was most likely gonna have to try to do terrible voice acting again. Didn't know it was gonna be this soon. I was enjoying over an hour, almost 2, of just pure voice acting. Combat begins when you walk into an enemy's field. You can press X to attack enemies on the field. Double advantage, walk into a stunned enemy, okay. Assault attacks. Once you've accumulated enough assault points, you can press R2 to activate an assault attack. Unlike normal field attacks, assault attacks will trigger battle on hit, allowing you to begin encounters with a surprise attack and maximum advantage. Alrighty then.
Yeah!
Well.
Yeah!
Now, bring it on!
I don't know why I did that. Active combatants each take action on their turn. After doing so, the ally or enemy below them on the battle order. Yeah, I know. Recover, critical, Septith. I still would love to move on the freaking map. Press X to attack. If you select an enemy outside the character's attack range, the character will not attack, only move as close to the enemy as possible.
Sit!
Pretty nice damage. Press triangle to perform crafts. Oh yeah, I know. Side to use items.
My turn!
Rain slash.
Strike!
Dang.
Is that all?
Pretty nice. Nicely done. So everyone else is level 3, Rain is 7. Beast Flesh, Courier Ball. Enemies, monsters eliminated. Not bad for our first battle. No one's hurt, right? I'm unharmed. We're fine, but... Altina, right? You're not bad. You are correct. I can't keep up. I still find it hard to believe that such a thing as combat shells exist. It seems like that she's very skilled at controlling it. That much is true. But it's also true that she's younger than the two of you. You both seem experienced in combat, so I'd appreciate it if you could support her. I plan to do that from the start anyway. It doesn't seem like the monsters will be too much of a challenge, so we shouldn't have any problems. I'm sure Crossbell's cutting-edge weapons will show their worth eventually. You have a difficulty ahead of you. Don't talk like it doesn't involve you. Come on, everyone, let's keep moving. I mean, it totally doesn't involve her, though, right? My battle tab is now unlocked in your notebook. Battle tab automatically recorded information about enemies you have fought. Want to unlock all of the given enemies' information, you must make numerous attacks against them or use certain arts, items, or crafts. Fighting a given type of enemy gradually unlocks information about them. Okay. Shows how likely an enemy is to be afflicted. Thank you very much. Don't really need to know that, though. Is this an Orbman charging station? That's right, if things get a bit too dangerous, we should come back here to rest up. Orbman charging stations like this are found in particularly dangerous areas. Inspecting it by pressing X and choosing rest will allow you to recover HP and EP. We don't need that. Come on. An insect monster. Looks like it's got a pretty hard shell. It seems fairly agile, too. Enemies with either of those characteristics are best dealt with by using arts. That's exactly right, Kurt. Let's try it out. Come on.
Let's do this!
Oh, I really don't like that. The camera movement. Press square to use arts. Arts require time to cast and consume EP. Yeah, I know. Fire. First, what's a weakness is fire, obviously. Arts, firebolt.
Let's go.
You do not, however, have firebolt, but I will still use that strike activate. On that one.
Now.
Soul burn.
Charging.
All right.
It'll shoot.
Arcus activate.
I'm up.
Goodbye.
All right, nice work.
No real point in trying to grind here. Really is no point. I also really need to get my act together. Because I was completely vulnerable by moving the freaking camera up top. Ooh, a chest.
I found some treasure!
Breath ore. It seems to be a quartz. Yeah, one of the should set it into the orbit. Well, obviously. There's several varieties of quartz, enabled to use Aqua Bleed, enabled to use Firebolt, yeah I know. I haven't forgotten every single thing. Quartz. Who has the most EP? 210, 310, alright. Tina obviously can't put it in. I guess you're getting Breath ore. Another new enemy. It's a bit tiresome having to deal with them all. I think it's finally my time to shine. Ranged attack. Ah, the Gunbreakers, we're finally going to see what they can do, I take it. Here's hoping they live up to all your boasting earlier. Oh, they will, just you watch. Can't I lock on to the enemy? Wasn't that a thing that you could do before? Slowly, slowly.
We have the advantage.
Single advantage. Press R2 to change Yuna's mode during battle. Whichever mode is the most effective for the current situation.
Set Gunner!
Ooh. Cross break. Of course, she can only do that. Arts. Attack. Break occurs when the enemy's break gauge is reduced to 0. This will disable the enemy for brief duration. Dealing damage to an enemy's HP will also damage his break gauge. Enemy drops its hell items. The attacks will always unbalance the enemy.
Very well.
Rain Slash. Might as well take these two out.
Strike!
Of
Let's go.
course he would miss. Crimson Slash.
Crimson Slash!
Now.
Gotta love it. Brionac and Audagum Heal. Power into healing energy, really? Oh, cool. It's a she can actually heal. Bionic.
Brionac, activate. Fire.
Man, our HP is nowhere
It's
near
my
what
turn.
it was in the beginning. This goes to show how much they actually truly had on. There's no need to wasting CP, just kill it.
It's my turn! Yeah! Nice! We did it!
Good job, Yuna. Haha, well, how's that? This suppressive fire capabilities are impressive. But the trade-off is that the gun function lacks the same power the batons have. I suppose it's all about how you use them. They're very versatile weapons. Agreed, honestly, they're more impressive than I'd imagined. Huh, so you admit it? I was speaking strictly about the weapons. Their wielders are a separate matter entirely. Tell me, does one of your fancy swords movement involve pulling your head out of your ass? Now you two. About Yuna's mode change. Although Gunner mode doesn't get the same attack and defense boots as Striker mode, the range and area of your normal attack increases as your counterattack range. Generally speaking, Striker mode should be used against a single powerful opponent, while Gunner mode is best against swarms of enemies. You can also change Yuna's mode from the equipped screen in the camp menu. So does that also... Peacemaker.
Set! Striker! Set! Gunner!
Okay, so we were already on Gunner. So we automatically loot the stuff when we don't actually have to pick it up. That's pretty sweet.
Treasure located.
Firebolt R. Did not mean to do that, but that reminds me I need to save the game. Kind of. Quartz. That's what I wanted. Just fire blades. +6 to strength. But he already has Firebolt. This can only be green. Silverthorn. Fine, just put it on, whatever. Alright. Game saved. Complete the trial is still our top problem. Come on, come at me. How's the range?
We'll end this quick!
Stunned. Double advantage. Rain slash. I feel like we should save our CP.
It's
if
my
only
turn.
Because there might be a gargoyle-esque type enemy.
My turn. Yeah.
My turn. Yeah. It's my turn. All right. Nice work.
Take off speed. There we go. Nothing else. Place looks like it's massive. There's another big one. Yeah, thinking that now would be a good time to try combat links. Agreed. This will be my first time trying them out. Trying them out in combat is the best way to learn. First off, let's get things set up. You can now use combat links. Combat linking is a phenomenon which connects Arcus 2 users to each other. Okay. You can now set links. You can change combat link settings in the tactics page of the camp menu. You can form combat links in the tactics section of the camp menu. Alright. Tactics. Altina. Link up with Rain. And both you and one he fell on top of, Kurt, can link up together.
We have.
Link attacks. Performing attacks in certain craft gives characters a chance to unbalance enemies. Likelihood of unbalancing an enemy depends on the enemy's unbalanced efficacy and the type of weapon used to attack it. Powerful link attack which consumes the bravery points you gain from repeated assist attacks. Alright. You are weak to wind. You are weak to fire still. Alright, fire.
Arcus, activate!
It's my turn!
You can't do that. So cross break. Attack both.
Take this! Our chance!
Pretty nice.
It's mine!
Fuck. We only
Very
have
well.
5 brave points, huh? Alright then.
Strike!
Now.
Brionac.
Brionac, activate. Fire. There.
Rush.
Instructor Rean.
Leave it to me!
Yeah.
Well, that was easy enough.
Was my support helpful?
Yeah, thanks as always.
You did perfectly fine, Aldina. Got you material. Wonder how many of those we're gonna need in this one. Not bad, you guys. You got it to work. So that was a combat link. I felt like I was completely in sync with everyone else. I detected no issues with linking between our current members. It appears we will have no issues going forward. Yeah, combat linking will be very important for our upcoming battles. Try to use it as often as possible so you get used to the feeling. That's all for the basics of battle. Any questions so far? None from me. Me either. But I can't believe a battle orbit this advanced has already been used in real combat. You seem to know a lot about what's going on. Are you involved with it somehow? Now that you mention it, she does seem to know her way around it. No, it's simply because I have experience with the previous model. But it would be fair to say this new model is the result of Tester Instructor Reen and his classmates ran 2 years ago. Oh, I had no idea. On top of that, on top of everything else, you helped make this too. No, not just me. My whole class can take credit for that. We weren't the only ones to participate in the operational test either. For someone called the Ashen Chevalier, you're pretty humble, aren't you? I don't really think that has anything to do with it. The Ashen Chevalier. Is this man really the hero of Erebonia? Was there something else you wanted to ask me? No, nothing. I understand what the Arcus 2 can do now. Let's continue. Yeah, I'd rather not be wandering around down here any longer than I need to. In any case, let's go. Is something wrong? I never realized it before, but I was thinking how incredible Instructor Sarah is. Did she ever get a boyfriend? She seems pretty irresponsible and all over the place, but she managed to lead nearly a dozen of us. I don't really understand. In any event, I will provide support as usual. If the situation calls for it, please give me orders. Thanks, I appreciate the thought. We must be most of the way through by this point. There's no time to let our guards down. Understood. You can now access the link section of the camp menu. About combat links. Combat links are an integral part of the battle system. By linking with each other, characters will be able to use powerful link abilities such as Finishing Blow. As characters fight together in more battles and the link level grows, they will earn more powerful link abilities. Forming combat links between party members has no disadvantages, so there's no reason not to keep party members linked at all times. Weapon types and unbalancing. Link attack can only occur when an enemy is unbalanced, success rate of which is decided by the weapon type used to deal damage. Squishy monsters are more easily unbalanced by Reen's slash damage, and hard-shelled monsters by Kurt's thrust damage. Other types include Pierce, Strong versus Flying enemies, Strike versus Strong Rock enemies. Each character deals different types of damage. I don't think I ever really, dealt with any of those advantages or disadvantages out of spot. Seemed to work out for me before. Yuna's Striker mode deals strike damage, while her Gunner mode deals Pierce. About critical damage and unbalancing. Attacks taken on a turn with a critical bonus of 100% chance of unbalancing an enemy regardless of damage type they dealt. Taking advantage of this at the right time will be key to victory.
You've just crossed the halfway point. Best of luck on the second half.
Why, thank you.
Yes. Thank you. What kind of campus would build a facility like this on site?
A really, really weird one. Also, it has to be inverted. It just doesn't say that it's inverted. There we go. For whatever reason, it says it's inverted, but it wasn't inverted, but it was inverted. Which is half the reason why it completely threw me for a freaking loop. Come on. Just like last time. Pull him away.
We have the advantage.
I wasn't expecting her to actually shoot it, but sure.
It's down!
I'll assist. All right.
Monster number 1.
There. Let's go. Yeah.
And there's our
Is that
victory.
all?
Still don't like the combat in terms of not being able to move on the battlefield, but other than that, I guess it's fine. I feel so much better actually having a camera that works.
They're in disarray.
Oh yeah, that they are.
Here I go!
Cross break. Does absolutely nothing because she actually has to be near him, huh? Whoa.
Let's go!
Crimson Slash.
Crimson Slash!
I shall go. Brianna, fire!
Leona.
My turn.
Alright, so... Physical... What? I don't know.
All right!
We need to deal with her quickly. I mean, that thing quickly.
Let's go!
Wait, can you take it out? Oh my... Why would you miss? Hey, it makes me have to use a Brianna.
Battle complete. Let's continue.
Good job, Altina. I need to heal. And to do that, I need to do... Which button was it? Oh, it's... Breath. Thank you. It's in here. There's some stuff that goes into charge. Whatever the hell charge is. Yeah, this is moving... I should have saved. Damn. That. Well, here's the boss. The thing's here. It's way bigger than anything else we fought here. Considering our current fighting strength, it may prove a bit difficult. I shouldn't expect them to let something like that loose down here. Should we back off and search for another route? No, we need to face it head on. Head on? Are you crazy? No, not at all. There are 4 of us and we can use combat links. As long as we've got the basics down, we'll definitely be able to defeat it. For real? Very well, I'm ready. Understood. Assuming combat stands. We have an S-break. Get ready, everyone. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Why do you go after Kurt? Why does everyone get to go first?
I shall go.
That's like the ultimate disrespect right there. Of course, you don't have an S-craft. But Iona...
Brianna, activate. Fire!
I'm up!
Alright, Reen. I can't use Reens? Really? What the hell, man? You don't even have a healing ability. Oh no, you have Thalos.
Arcus, activate!
Please.
All right!
Ooh, critical. Crossbreak. Crossbreak can actually hit the boss as well. Yeah, it can. Okay.
Take this!
Oh, hell yeah. Nice job. Yuna.
Very well.
Yuna. Rain Slash.
Strike! There!
Assist.
It's mine!
Ha!
There those two go. Kurt is now at full
appreciate
health. Ah, crap. One of them's got a crit. Oh, it gave up?
It's my turn!
Oh, screw you. Damn it. Which one's going out to my DL, Tina? Alright. Do we have any items? Tear Balm. Use it on Altina.
Thank you.
I don't want her to die.
All right.
Cross break yet again.
Take this! Wide open!
Rush.
I got it.
There!
My turn.
Brionak? Actually, Arjum heal. Heal everyone
I'll
up,
support.
Altina.
Arjum heal.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Arjum.
Let's
Fine.
go.
That's how you want to pronounce it, that's how we'll pronounce it. Ooh, I can't hit both.
Strike! There!
Rush
Yuna.
again.
I got it! Yeah!
Busted.
Let's go!
Yep. Now we just have the juicy organ to deal with.
Very well.
And victory is ours.
Behold
We only
the
had to use
Vander
one item.
style.
Not bad. Level 4.
Yeah, I did it!
Good job, everyone.
I must train even more.
Stats updated.
Yes, we must train even more. Detector can now be used. 1 analysis with balance down, 3 strength speed down for 3 turns, and analyze foes' weaknesses, making it easier to unbalance them. Sounds nice. Will I probably ever use it? No. Enemy monster has ceased movement. Huh, that was pretty rough. In the end, it wasn't as strong as I'd expected. Well, you're just that capable. It's not dead yet. Double tap. Behind you. What? Shoot. Clem Soleus. White Herring?
Now, bring it
Oh,
on!
it's just Reen. Alright, got S-Craft, 7/ fallen leaves. Reen just got to show off for his students now, doesn't he? S-Crafts are powerful combat techniques that can consume all of your CP. Yeah, I definitely know that.
It's my turn.
I wanted to use one already. 7/. Do it. Ooh, it can attack every single thing here. That's nice.
My blade, calm as still water. Now! 7/. Fallen leaves!
Go, Reen, go! Bye-bye!
Everyone okay?
Gotta love how powerful an S-Break is. S-Craft, not break. What was that? Huh. Yuna, Kurt, Altina, are you all okay? Yes. Somehow. No damage received. Glad to hear it. Thanks for acting so quickly, Altina. Yuna, Kurt, putting your weapons away in front of the enemy isn't very smart. Don't let your guard down until you've confirmed the enemy is defeated. That's a basic rule of combat. Got it. My apologies. I was caught up completely off guard. Now, as the leader, it was actually more my fault. I still got a lot to learn as an instructor. But that's no excuse. Measuring my skill as an instructor is another one of the reasons for this test. So I need you guys to watch me and decide for yourselves too, whether or not I'm worthy of being Class 7's note of being your instructor. Oh? Decide for ourselves. After we finish here, any of you can transfer to another class if you want. I'll personally talk to the principal on your behalf. How's that? What are you standing around for? Quit wasting time and get back to the test! You're almost at the end, be careful. Whoops, I guess we talked too much. Let's keep going, stay focused till the end. Understood. How dare he talk like he knows everything? And again again. And nothing. But he wants us to decide if he should be our teacher. Yeah, I suppose I haven't given him enough credit. I've been too arrogant. If I keep this up, there's no way I'll be able to face my father or brother. Yeah, so have I. There's no point to me being here if I'm just gonna act like this. Anyway, let's go, Kurt. We can't let that guy keep hogging the spotlight. I agree. We can't let ourselves fall behind Altina either. Seems like we're near the end. Let's hurry. I'm totally not giving any of them justice with my terrible voices I try to give them. Is there an orbital station nearby? I need healing. I don't feel like running back either. But unlike every other game, just in case I do end up screwing up, I can save anywhere I want. Which is really bad for someone that's addicted to saving. Did I just save on the other one? Okay, yeah, no. My saves go down, not up. They don't stay up. Whoops. Well, I had saved over the beginning. Oh well. I don't feel like fighting any of you. But sadly, if I want to actually be able to, you know, do stuff, I need CP.
We have the advantage.
Very well. Eight's down.
It's mine! Here I go! There!
I shall go.
It's my turn. Now!
I'll assist.
Let's go. Yeah!
It's my turn! Yeah! Our chance!
It's mine!
I shall go. There.
He needs to be
An
the one
opening!
that kills the enemies.
It's my turn. Huh. Very well. Yeah!
All right!
Oh crap. Okay, you can stop with the fast space now. I don't like the fact that it's gonna cast something, so just use cross break. Wow, you missed, Yuna.
I shall go. There.
Let's go.
Queen, end it
Let's
off.
Go. Behold the Vander style.
Oh boy. Yeah, that went well. I don't know why I was thinking about running back to a healing station. Did I just see what I think I just saw? Yeah, I did. I didn't know you could do that.
Just beyond there are the doors leading to your destination. Be quick about it.
Understood.
seriously did
Heading to
not-
target point.
Think the camera would actually pin up that far or down. Alrighty. Let's go. Boss time. Maybe. Oh. Hey, this looks similar. Huh, is that finally the way out up there? The way back to the ground floor. It appears we've reached the designated point. Yeah, it seems so. Jeez, what is wrong with Erebonians? What are you all thinking, building an insane place like this on a school campus? I'd appreciate it if you didn't lump us all together like that. The professor, he really is the famous G. Schmidt, isn't he? Yeah, for better or worse. Though I have no clue why he's here at the branch camp. Oh boy.
Wait a second.
Finally voice acting again, yay.
Be on alert. I have detected a spike in mana.
In what?
Mana?
You guys need to get out of there right away!
Here we go. Ooh.
Is this thing a Panzer Soldat?
No, this is...
Magic Knight Dire Wolf.
It's a magic knight. An Orbal golem from the Dark Ages. Professor Schmidt, are you responsible for this?
I happened to acquire a few of these antique machines when they appeared during the Civil War. Though its output is lamentably inferior to Panzer Soldat's, its ability to act autonomously is useful. This will be your final challenge in this trial.
Is he serious?
What is wrong with him?
so.
This is going too far.
They're not capable of taking on a magic knight. Only one thing I can do.
Showing them your white hair already, Rain?
Heed my call! Valimar!
The use of a Divine Knight is prohibited for this trial.
Oh, come
Level
on.
0 was not calibrated to account for its intervention. Were you to use it against such an opponent, the data I would receive would be useless. You do have another option available to you, Schwarzer.
Yeah, your white hair.
Against this?
Or if you'd prefer, you may choose to activate the new function installed in the Arcus 2s.
Please activate Brave Order. Olivier, Prince Olivert said that you would be able to use it for sure, Instructor.
I bid you felicitations on your recent graduation, delayed by duty though it was. I also wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Reem. These may seem on the paltry side as a gift for such an occasion, but I'd like for each of you to have the newly completed Arcus 2. I've added some fun little communication features to it, just for you. There are a few other new functions that can only be described as brilliant, so do give them a try next time you find yourself in a pinch.
Alright.
Alright, will do.
What is this?
I feel some kind of energy coming from him.
A combat link? No, it's different.
Prepare to engage in combat! Brave Order. Class 7 Special Operations. Put everything you have into defeating the target!
Yeah! A powerful enemy. Exercise caution.
Why can't I get his white hair mode back? Brave Orders cost BP to use and provide special buffs to allies without consuming a turn. Number indicates how many turns your party is affected. You can issue a new Brave Order while counts of the old ones still remain. I mean, that's cool. Alright, Order. Raging Fire. An assault formation that raises damage dealt and CP gained. Iron Will. Damage reduction. Let's go with Raging Will. I mean, Raging Fire.
Let's go! Raging Fire Formation!
6 turns, huh? That's pretty sweet. So, Earth. Well, Unite. Looks like you're gonna be coming in real handy here. Crimson Burn. Crescent.
Crimson Slash!
I shall go.
Why'd I do that when I want to use this S-Break? I really don't know. Crafts. Detector.
Search mode activate. Detailed information obtained.
There's its weapons.
Here I go!
Art. Needle shots.
My turn.
And you have wind. And wind does a decent amount. Fire does nothing to it. Come on, Magic Knight.
I shall go.
Brionac.
Brionac, activate. Fire.
I'm never gonna actually pronounce it right, am I?
Huh.
Ooh, God.
Let's go!
That's some hefty damage right there. 7 slash. Fallen leaves.
My blade calm as still water. Now!
Figure I'd show it one more time. Oh man, it was a crit, really? I should have waited for the
Seventh
crit.
slash! Fallen leaves!
Oh well.
This isn't good.
Dealt a decent amount of damage and its health is down. Take a bomb on yourself, buddy.
Huh!
It's my turn!
Order. Iron Will.
Form up! Iron Will formation!
Here I go!
Oh, it's needle
Arcus
shot.
activate!
Oh, Tina's gonna get the crit.
Let's go!
It's pretty sweet. Rain slash.
Strike!
Oh, it's delay. Got a
Now.
break finally. We've got a break with an Altina crit. Bionic.
Brionac, activate. Fire.
Bionic. Damn it.
There.
Rush.
Instructorine.
Got it!
Yeah.
It's my turn!
Almost there. Needle shot.
Very well.
Rain slash.
Strike!
Can you finish it off, Yuna?
I'm up!
0 damage? What? Really?
It's my turn!
What the heck is it gonna do?
My turn.
Crafts. Argem heal.
I'll support. Argem heal.
Thanks!
Thanks.
Hey, at least I said that one right.
My turn! Yeah!
Such enemies can become more powerful by entering an enhanced state. Enhanced enemies leave themselves open, making them easier to break. Try to break the enemy and regain the advantage in battle.
Let's go!
Really? Really, buddy? Oh, don't you suck. Iron
Form
Will.
up! Iron Will formation! Let's go! Yeah!
It's my turn!
Gotta be casting, huh? I can't really defend, which isn't the best. Cross break?
Take this!
Stop your casting.
Very well.
Miss. Rain slash.
Strike!
Now.
Oh, hell yeah. Good job, Kurt. Now,
Brionac,
Brionac.
activate. Fire.
Victory? Finally. What did that take? 7 minutes? 8?
Hostile suppressed. Continue
6.
mission.
Almost. Hey, level 8 and level 5.
All right, got it!
Yeah, I did it!
I must train even more.
Stats updated.
Gotta love it when everyone levels up at the same time.
We did it.
Go.
Stamina depleted. A short rest is required.
You guys did amazing! The trial's complete! But you took this way too far, Professor!
That was faster than I expected. I'll have to increase the difficulty next time.
Could you please listen to me?
This trial was completely absurd.
Next time? Is he gonna make us go through all that again?
Possibly.
The probability seems high.
At least that put an end to our orienteering exercise.
Thank you.
Great job, class. You all handled the first test of Brave Order very well. I'm proud of you. There are some areas each of you could improve on, but you just need to tackle them one at a time. I'm sure today hasn't instilled you with much faith in the idea of Class 7. Your class size and this trial are bound to raise some red flags.
Alisa!
Then you have an
Elliot.
instructor who's only just graduated.
I was stuck
What if
on
he
trying to
doesn't know
remember
what
his
he's
name.
doing?
You know, didn't I say his name when we were on the train? Emma, Eustace, Fee, Gaius.
Like I said, if you want to transfer to classes 8 or 9, I swear that I'll make it happen.
Milliam, Sarah, Crow.
But it's something I want you to decide for yourselves. Think hard about what you believe, what you want to accomplish, what kind of future you want, and, most importantly, who you are. Only you can figure out if Class 7 is the right place for you. Take all that to heart, and I know you'll have your answer.
You're not gonna be
Una
first?
Crawford reporting. From today, I will be part of Class 7, Special Operations.
Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
That was fast.
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? It's not because I want to. I never wanted to come to this school. I'd much rather be back in Crossbell. I don't like Erebonia, and I don't think much of you either.
Jeez.
So it seems.
But throughout the entire exercise, your guidance was clear and accurate. If you weren't with us, we never would have beaten that thing.
No kidding.
Honestly, it's infuriating. And I'm annoyed I couldn't show off what I learned at the police academy. That's why I'm going to stay in Class 7 until I can prove myself.
Yeah, until you start actually come to really like everyone in Class 7, and potentially maybe Rean. Seeing some sides to him that you didn't think of before, and then maybe you'll stop hating him a little bit less.
Until I can show up an annoying hero like you, Ashen Chevalier.
Bring it on.
She's ridiculous.
At least she's consistent in her ridiculousness.
Yeah, that she is.
The annoying part aside, you really don't need to keep calling me a hero. But you know what? I respect that kind of determination. Welcome to Class 7, Yuna.
Got it.
Kurt Vander reporting. I will also join Class 7. That said, I have no definitive reason for doing so.
Oh?
I simply have no objections to the branch campus's decision to place me in this class. If anything, I'm grateful for the chances it'll give me to test my skills in real combat. I couldn't face my family if I allowed the blades I inherited to rust.
So they're heirlooms?
Metaphorical. He means the will of the Vander school.
I'm also interested in seeing what the 8 leaves can do.
Oh, it can do a lot.
So far, I'm not impressed.
Jeez.
Whoa! That's way out of line.
I do not believe you're in any position to say that.
Well, that's because I'm still learning. Just like you guys. Welcome to Class 7, Kurt.
Thank you.
Well,
How about you, Altina?
There is no need for confirmation. While the details are classified, I intend to follow the protocols of the mission.
No, Altina, that's not what I mean. The answer needs to come from you.
Does she not understand?
I won't accept your participation unless you chose this. I don't care who originally placed you here. whether it was the principal, the intelligence division, or even the Imperial government. Why do you want to stay? It can be anything.
And it can't be what I said?
Hey! Why are you picking on her so much? I still don't get how you guys know each other, but you can't talk like that to a little girl who...
I can't think of a reason. All that comes to mind is how I've supported you on all of your operations this past year. If I'm to be at the branch campus, it is only right that I be in your class. It was also Class 7 who once stood in the way of my mission. Even if the students have changed, I find myself somewhat drawn to the name. Does that work?
For now, yeah.
It works for now. I'm glad you're staying, Altina.
Okay.
Oh, brother. You sure drew that out.
It's been one thing after another.
I now officially declare the formation of Class 7 Special Operations. Let's all work hard and grow together. Not just as a class, but as comrades.
So,
That was so sweet, Rean.
I was wondering how things were going down here.
Foolish. No instructor has the authority to change a student's placement.
If any of them wanted to transfer, I would have allowed it.
Principal Le Guin, with all due respect.
Everything worked out, so it's fine. Didn't you hear? They decided for themselves. Classes 8 and 9 had a good start, too. Not bad for a trash bin. The coming days will be very interesting indeed. Train our fledglings well while you can. That is, if you don't want them to be swept away by this turbulent era.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeesh! This is some school I landed myself in.
That it is. I've been going for almost 2 hours, 40 minutes. Wow. Oh boy.
Damn, he's even worse than Gramps. Coming here to study is crazy enough, but you sure you want to work under that old goat?
Don't be like that. He's actually pretty amazing. And I feel like I'll be able to make a lot of friends here. But most importantly, I want to do all I can in place of everyone who couldn't come to the Empire.
Look at you, all grown up and doing your own thing. Guess I can't call you short stuff anymore, huh?
Oh.
Our old enemies are definitely on the move. And not just them. The Imperial government and a few other groups are up to something too. Thank the freaking goddess that dumbass was around to help me set up a long-distance line. If anything happens, I'll be here in a flash. Don't hesitate to call me, Tita. You got that?
You bet. But only if you promise me you'll be careful, Agate. Don't do anything too crazy.
Why do I feel like they're from a different, Trails game? Possibly the one that was referenced by those other characters towards the end of the second game.
I see. For both the main and branch campuses?
Yes, their first day ended without incident. Class 7 Special Operations, Class 8 Combat Tactics, and Class 9 Military Finance have all been established.
Man, oh man. Just when I thought we finally shoved that beast in a cage, Erebonia's #1 sweetheart just had to show up wanting to be an instructor.
Indeed. Between them and a certain capable young woman, there's far more talent there than one would ever expect from a trash bin. Perhaps there wasn't a need to send him there from Crossbell so soon after all.
Who do you think you're fooling? We all know why you really sent him. But whatever, a powerhouse like him will come in handy.
I'm not sure this is appropriate.
In any event, the wheels are now in motion. With Northumbria's annexation, every bush those serpents would dare hide in has been burned to ash. They have no choice left but to try and reclaim their master's plan. As for the branch campus, that pitiful final act of rebellion from a prince who's lost his blade and his wings. We shall simply have it, and my worthless son, dance at the end of our strings.
Screw you. I want to kill you so badly right now.
Your Excellency.
Laying it on kinda thick, don't you think?
By your will, Excellency, we Ironbloods will see your ambitions are fulfilled.
I wanted to overrule him. Bring him down. Oh? Getting call? Elise?
Whew. I think the connection's finally gone through.
Yay, it worked! I never dreamed I'd be able to
Muckius.
talk with you all like this. Indeed.
Emma?
His Highness was too kind to
Laura?
arrange this feature.
Doesn't look like Rean or Gaius came through. Could be they're too far away.
Fee.
Oh, or maybe somewhere where the signal's super weak.
No matter.
Miller?
I'm sure we'll have more than ample opportunities to speak with them in the coming days.
That's right, and we can finally fulfill our promise. Well, you sure are fired up.
How could she not be? This is the season for reunions, after all.
Yeah, spring is here once again.
Angie? Oh, hey, it's the opening. I'll watch it again, but I'm not showing it again. Prologue, spring once again end. Oh my god, that prologue lasted forever. Well, we also got the achievement for it. Okay, well. Since I see that's the end of the prologue, with that, I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we will continue on into Chapter 1, I believe. I don't know how long the game is. I think it might be longer than the second game. I'm all for that. Or it could be a little bit shorter. I don't know. I'm already enjoying it, other than the whole I can't move around on the battlefield. Other than that, I am really enjoying it so far, so yeah. I will see you guys in the next episode. Till then, see you later.